Mm-hmm. Such a weird fucking angle. There. I didn't realize I had my mic unmuted. Well, hello everybody. How we all doing? Let me unmute Shiny. Thought I had muted. I thought I had muted the snowball. Did I lose you, Shiny?
No, you haven't.
I was half expecting to hear that random sound that you assigned to the soundboard.
What, this one?
Perfect. So yeah, last night I realized I knew Shiny had been messing with me a little while back with this, where she had been playing some sound stuff. But I just realized last night I could assign my own stuff. I thought it was like a built-in soundboard. So, Shiny, I think you got messed with the song that I assigned for when I pop into the server.
Yeah, and of course it's a theme associated with Kakarot, but...
Well, one second, just so everybody can hear, because it's kind of funny. So you hear that every time I enter a voice chat on specifically the Discord server.
Yeah, no, I'm just trying to figure out how I assigned that sound to me.
It's in the same place, it's kind of weird. You have to like pick the server that you want, because it's only going to be that sound for that server.
Yeah.
I was like, where the hell are my models? As I was staring right at them. just chatting, because for once, everything's actually working on the first try, which is kind of terrifying to me. Why did I put my foot in my mouth just now? I was like, why do I have this giant clean space on my desk? Oh wait, where's my paint cup and water in my palette? Shit.
Well, there's your problem.
That's why I was like, oh, that's why this is too easy. I had everything else ready. I forgot to get the palette ready. Ah, damn it. Luckily, it's right behind. Luckily, it's technically right behind me.
Oh, by the way, Nami, next time you go to a GW store, or just a store that sells GW, the two
Hey,
Gabo
hey,
skins
Justin,
that...
thank you. There we go.
I wasn't paying attention.
Hmm.
I was mentioning a couple colors for you to pick up next time you're at the hobby shop.
Oh. You might want to send those.
Well, do you have a pen and paper handy?
One second. Yes, I do. Oh, and let me make sure to turn you on. Oh, I forgot you did that. That's adorable.
Did what? Oh, yeah.
Alright.
Just waiting on the ads to end. 18 seconds yet.
Oh, I was
Unless
gonna
we with 5 more ads.
we'll see.
To be honest, this is the pre-roll ads, so of course, there's probably going to be like 6 or 7 of them. Okay. So, striking.
I think Lurko was making fun of the model that I just looked down, saw what it was doing, and just quickly turned it like, yeah, that's not painted yet. Because that's technically a one piece with a skirt on it. Perfectly Twitch safe. Okay, what paint? Oh, you're still in the ad roll. Yes, I have an Alf pen. Pencil. Don't ask why.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh.
So, when I tell people I track who I raid, I've literally, since about this week,
Oh,
5:15. Yeah, you see my writing?
Yeah.
Yeah, this is why I say...
Well, your handwriting's a lot better than mine, I'll still say that. I can still read yours.
Yeah. But yeah, I've been tracking people since May, who we've been rating each week, so it's kind of just a nice little... being able to go back and be like, oh hey, I remember rating you. Oh no, I said I'm gonna turn Shiny on, because I had her mic muted. Alright, what paints were you wanting me to get? Are you still in an ad? Hi, Rajanka. How you doing? Yes, I probably have a pencil that's older than me in my hand.
Well, to be fair, Alpha's just pop culture at this point.
Oh, that's why I'm like, wait, was he? I think he went into the 90s.
Again, Nami,
Yeah.
I'm 34.
Yeah, and I'm
I
30. And I'm 30, and that's why I'm trying to remember if if his show went into the 90s. I know it was at least, I know at least partially the 80s.
it ended in 93.
Oh, so literally, the pencil is potentially as old as I am. Considering where it came from, it's actually probably older, but. So, my old desk setup, I can kind of talk about this. My old desk setup, I used to have a set of drawers that are about the same height as my desk, that were part of my grandpa's desk. And so, it was filled with like a lot of his old stuff, so anything I didn't need, we pretty much threw out or we archived somewhere. This was one of the things in there, so it's just, I've kind of had this random Alf pencil and a few other things. Funny enough, the desk I'm using right now was built by him too, before he passed. A couple of years before he passed. And I will never show this, but there's actually a really cool, because he was a carpenter, there's actually a really cool, he actually branded this table.
Ah, sweet.
Yeah. So this is like a table I will never give up. It will get put in storage before anything happens to this table. Or it goes back down to, or it goes to one of my other family members.
Yeah.
Though eventually I do plan to get like a proper, like, painting desk where I can actually have like, I'll probably have the monitor like mounted on the wall or something for painting streams.
Hold on again. It's a one-of-a-kind piece, so...
Yeah. Well, this desk will get put somewhere else once I get a proper, like, desk for painting on. Or where I can mount the monitor I'm currently using and then have, like, a whole, like, stockpile of paints in front of me, so instead of having to reach into a chest or have a cart that I had sitting next to me for the longest time, it's just like, oh, here's the yellows, here's the reds, here's the metallics. But I was waiting for you to tell me the paint you wanted me to get. Shiny. Or did you forget? Disconnected. There she is. Do you want to just send me a message on Discord what paint you wanted me to get? Or did your mic disconnect?
Alright, there. Can you fucking hear me now?
Yes, I can. That was weird. Because you were talking perfectly fine and then...
Yeah, and then my headset must have died mid-thing there. Anyway, so the colors.
Mm-hmm.
Striking Scorpion Green.
I think, funny enough, I have that one, but I'll look.
And Mantis Warriors Green.
Alright, striking Scorpion. Mantis Warriors.
Mantis Warriors.
Right there. It's right under it.
Alrighty. Well, that's the one I use for gobos.
Ah. Yeah. Because my greens are traditional Wa Flesh. Oh, Lurka has something to say to you, Shiny.
Hold on. Looking in the channel now.
Oh,
right.
I think I know what he's going to say. Well, I'm pretty sure you got her fired up there, Lurka.
No, just trying not to make a mess on this mini.
That could be taken out of context.
Yeah. Well, and again, it's Twitch. Anything can be taken out of context.
I know, but what Lurka said, and then you saying not making a mess on this mini. It's like, no, this is not Blue Twitch. I was almost tempted tomorrow to make it a Blue Twitch stream, but then I was like, no, I'm not home by myself. Alright, so, getting back to Ryuko, other than doing like the white parts on her skirt and the yellow part in the eye, how are we feeling on paint, on a skin tone? I've also got to do, I've got to do the eyes and stuff too. Sword came out the best. I don't think we have to do anything else to the sword.
No, for me, I'd mess it up right then and there.
That's why I said this is one of the reasons why I like doing that trick where you paint something with a metallic color and then you thin down contrast or speed paint and put it on top of metallic, just so it gets like a metallic sheen underneath it.
Yeah.
Now, speed paint now does have a metallic speed paint, so it might be interesting to see if it does the same effect as this, but being able to get that two-tone where I have a darker metallic and a lighter metallic of the same color is kind of nice.
Yeah.
Of course, Sailor Moon, I think her staff is just going to be gold. Actually, what was her staff? Was it gold with like a pink thing on top?
Yeah, it was like a little heart thingy in the middle, like every anime does.
Yeah, it's supposed to be, but this is like a weird royal orb looking thing, which I think she did later on. I think, here's where the pink heart is with the white wings, and then this could be gold or something.
Yeah.
And then I gotta look up Sailor Moon, because I think she'll be faster to paint once we get to her outfit. Ryuko, even though she's only like 3 colors, it's getting everything right.
And the best time Gabo is done.
Nice. Oh wait, it made it there?
Yeah, I painted myself one as well.
Oh, right. I forgot you did.
And there's no way in hell I'm putting this on Facebook, so...
Yeah, you can't really put it on Facebook, and you can't really put it on Instagram, because those are both... Well, okay, so I got away with it on Twitch, on TikTok, by purposely barely showing her in the tub. Like, you can see her face, but I purposely put it at an angle where you're looking up at her when I did the video.
Well, and to be fair, you know, whatever works.
Yeah. Well, apparently somebody recommended when I was doing it to put #FakeBody all over the place. And so far, the one that got taken down and got me a strike, which will go away in about 90 days. It's been up since I uploaded it. So, it works. It's stupid you have to do that because you can clearly tell it's technically an art piece.
Yeah.
Now, what is the message of that specific model that got striked and taken down? Werewolves are hot. That's about the only thing I could say without giving away what it was.
Yeah, fair enough.
I mean, I could try and get metaphysical with it, but that would kind of ruin the whole point of,
yeah, it kind of ruined the whole shtick.
Mm-hmm. I need Abaddon to redo her eyebrows, and then I think I'm just gonna be lazy and just paint her eyes with like a streak of red so it looks like they're glowing. By the way, how do you like the lava effect, or did I fuck it up?
Oh, you did it perfectly.
The funny thing is, I actually could have done it a little bit better, and I forgot about it until I was like already done. Technically, what you do is you start with a white.
Yeah.
And then you do very thin orange on the sides, so that the white, or yellow on the sides, then orange, and then red. And it's supposed to look like this, like, cooling effect, but I'm like, I think it looks better where it kind of looks almost fresh.
Yeah.
Because this is them fighting.
Yeah.
And also, there's no clear, there's supposed to be street markings on here, because I think it would have looked cooler if it had been a street, like, crumbled up between these two.
Yeah. Well, that, and again, personal opinion, Ryoko would absolutely destroy Sailor Moon without. There's only so much magic can do you versus just pure freaking fighting talent.
Well, the problem is Sailor Moon is one of those characters that canonically can beat Goku.
Oh, and again, it's Kakarot. What doesn't kill his ass makes him stronger.
Actually, there's a lot of characters in anime who can beat Goku, to be fair. Do not tell the DBZ fans that, they will never believe you. I think Yu Yu Hakusho, towards the end of the series, could beat him.
Yeah. Well, and again, it's just like, I will always and forever hate freaking Kakarot. That's why I don't use his chosen name. I'm an Android 16 player in Dragon Ball FighterZ. I will never stop dunking a Goku.
To be fair, it depends on if it's the American or Japanese version, because the Japanese version is a little bit less boring, because he's...
They're both stupid as hell!
They're both stupid! I know they're both stupid. I'm just saying the Japanese one can at least get a little bit of a pass, because he at least admits he's stupid.
Yeah. But, like, and here's the thing. Kakarot, it's just like, dude, any other fight arena would bar you from fighting with how disrespectful of a fighter you are.
Yeah. To be fair, the only reason they let him is because they know he could just one-shot everybody, so they have to let...
Although, to be fair, he couldn't kill Cell without using his brat.
To be fair, his brat was supposed to take over, but the fans hated it, going, "No, you can't get rid of Kakarot." It's like, yes, that's the whole point. It's supposed to be the son taking over and proving that he's stronger than the father. That was the whole thing that was supposed to happen. Like, it's established lore now that half Saiyans and even
hybrids are stronger than
their parent.
The purebloods. Yeah.
Plus, his son had intelligence, which actually made him good at strategizing.
And then he stopped doing martial arts until that freaking reject Gumby decided to attack.
Yeah, and that's the thing. He's still potentially more powerful than his dad. He just, unlike his dad, knows when to hold back. But
again, Android 16 and Android 21 are the best characters in all of DBZ.
Well, yeah, because they kind of had enough time to get fleshed out and actually have interesting personalities instead of just, I hate Kakarot, or I am one of Kakarot's guys who follows him around.
Yeah.
Although, to be fair, Piccolo kind of does get some interesting... Well, he gets it only because they go to his planet where we have to learn about him and his people.
Yeah. Alright, let me see if I can drag this into the proper folder now, because I got sidetracked from talking about freaking
DBZ.
How freaking absolute garbage Kakarot is as a character.
To be fair, that's what Paint with Friends is supposed to be. It's just us bullshitting and talking about stuff while I paint. It could be talking about mini painting. It could be talking about anime. It could be talking about just any stupid thing we feel like talking about.
Yeah, it's just like
It's supposed to almost be a podcast feel, but I don't feel like calling it a podcast.
yeah. Anywho, let me put this in here. File.
Okay, do we want to keep her hair this, or do we want to try and make it look more anime?
Do you have like a yellowish tint wash?
The only washes I annoyingly have are a brown wash, black wash, a blue wash, and something akin to a green wash. I would have to like thin this down. I'd have to thin like a different yellow.
I recommend you do, again, sounding like a broken record here. Paint bright, wash down, highlight up.
Yeah. I have annoyingly a blonde hair color, but it doesn't look... Okay, when I say it's a blonde color, it looks like it's an army painter blonde.
Yeah.
So it looks realistic blonde, not anime blonde.
Zealot yellow.
Yeah.
Yeah, zealot yellow. Well, and here's the thing. You see what I do for blondes on mine.
Yeah.
It's literally, all it is...
Wait, I might have something that can work as I might have something that can work as a wash. Let me try something. Because I just remembered I have Imperial Fist. Hmm?
Push them to shove. Just paint it white and put ion and yellow on it.
I don't think I have that yellow. I have...
Oh, you're right.
I have Flash Gits, Imperial Fist, Everland Sunset, and I think I have a Citadel, not a Citadel, a Speed Paint that's yellow. I just don't remember which one it is. Oh, and here's the Babe Blonde.
Oh, yeah.
I'll lurk it for a year. Yeah, this is closer, but it doesn't always... Oh, wait, no, this is the better blonde, right? Because I actually have a blonde hair color.
Oh, I thought you were talking like zealot yellow for like speed paint. Never mind. Yeah.
Yeah, this is the closest I have for like speed paint or contrast is Imperial Fist, and this is almost too yellow.
1 second. All right. Sorry, family. BRB.
It's alright. Damn, Lark, you've been following for a year. There we go. This is the only downside to bottles versus pots. Why are you not coming out? Ah, that's why. There it is. So what are you up to tonight, Lurka? exact same damn yellow. Oh, it's... Nicer Jonka, 7 months. I just realized why this yellow doesn't look right. I am putting a yellow paint on a gray... on a...
What'd you do?
I just had... I just had the realization of why it doesn't look good. Yellow paints need a white base, so it's like you need to do like 3 or 4 coats to get the proper yellow. So what I should have done is I should have just painted this all matte white and then painted her hair. I might do that. I'll let the hair... let's get back to Ryuko. I'll let her hair dry and we'll do that. Because we're also going to have to paint her outfit mostly white. So I'm going to have to... Yeah. So we'll just do all that in one go. I think for the sake of how this outfit looks, really only her skirt, gloves, and boots are going to be red, I think. And the scarf thing. Oh, and probably Ruby in the hair pieces, because if I remember right, she's got the little weird ruby things in her hair.
Yeah, the ruby hair clips.
Yeah, because I don't really see anywhere else that's going to be red. Because like her original sailor outfit, I think you can actually see where the buttons are red and all that. This is like some interesting little one-piece thing. Yeah. So yeah, let's finish Ryuko up. And then we can glue her on her side of this base. Because yeah, I was just putting blonde on, the actual blonde color on there. I'm like, this doesn't look right. Because everybody has the same problem with yellow paints. Wait, is Sailor Moon red? Or was that Mercury?
Mercury's red.
What the fuck does Sailor Moon's outfit look like then?
It's like a weird yellow. Another one.
I'm pulling up the thing out of this so I can look out of the side of my eye at reference. Oh, it's blue and red. She doesn't have the... Here's the thing. She doesn't have the bow tie on her chest. That's what I was thinking of. It's blue. She's got the stereotypical sailor outfit, and her gloves are white.
Oh, okay.
All the girls' gloves are white. I thought their gloves matched their skirts.
Well, now you know.
Okay, they do, but only on the part that goes around like the top part of the glove, where there's like a band of a different color. But Sailor Moon, her boots are red, so I do remember that. Her gloves are white with the red band on the top. And then her skirt and the bandana are blue. But the funny thing is, I think to make this a just distinguished enough to where you can't get sued for her being Sailor Moon, they didn't put the giant bow that's on her chest.
Fair enough.
Well, to be fair, Ryuko doesn't look exactly like Ryuko, but it's close enough that you know it's Ryuko. It's just... It's a lot harder to not make it look like Ryuko-chan.
Yeah.
Because there's only so much of an outfit Ryuko's wearing.
Yeah.
Thank you, Derp, for the hydrate. I just looked over and I just see drink water, and I'm like, I don't have to be rude about it. I'll drink some water, fine.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to Thursday and actually giving you the grand tour.
To be fair, there's only so much I can properly do, so it's like, yeah, it's gonna be nice to be able to just hang out tomorrow.
The only thing you can't do is use your hands.
Which means any of like the games that involve using my hands, it's kind of like
No.
Oh.
There are games that allow you to play without using your hands.
Thank you for the hydrate, Derp. Okay, so I'm gonna be funny and use ultramarine blue on her skirt when I get to it.
I heard ultramarine, and my immediate thought was like,
Here's- You know the sad but funny part? You want to know the best way to paint an ultramarine? Is not to use ultramarine blue.
Yeah.
You use like the blue that's meant for the Night Lords, or it's called Night Lord blue. But the best way to paint the Night Lords is to use ultramarine blue. It is the stupidest thing.
Yeah.
I feel like somebody in marketing messed up.
Well, then I need to switch to a bigger brush.
I found that out recently, and that's the funniest thing. It's like, really? Because I looked up how to paint up Night Lords quickly. Ultramarine blue, highlight with gold, put their logos on their shoulder pieces. Okay, how do you paint an ultramarine blue? You use the Night Lord's blue. I'm like, that just feels like bad marketing.
Yeah. Well, for me, I use McCrag. Because McCrag is...
Well, McCrag I think is a little bit more versatile, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah. For
McCrag is the... Again, it's like Agrax and Null Oil.
Yeah.
It's a good utility paint.
Well, that was the whole point originally of Newland Oil and Agrax Earthshake. Now that they've changed the formula for it, it doesn't work exactly the same. It still works as a wash. It's just...
You just gotta water it down.
Yeah. But Newland Oil used to be already pretty damn watered down to where it was almost as good as using a Tamiya, Tamiya or whatever it is.
Yeah. Tamiya
panel liner. Yeah. It was almost as good as using panel liner. The new stuff doesn't do it. Now, Pro Acryl, color-wise, looks very close. In fact, this was made with Pro Acryl. This black wash, this lava effect, the lava stone effect.
Yeah.
It was the gray wash, it was the gray dry brush, and then 2 black wash layers with that Pro Acryl. That's how I got this effect.
Oh, sweet.
So, but then again, this is the stupidly easy way to do rocks, is where prime black, dry brush, gray, black wash.
Yeah.
It looks just like stone. It looks just enough like stone for most people's painting skills. It's perfect for basing. If you had to base an entire army on like a way like that.
Yeah.
Plus, yeah, a little bit brown. It kind of looks more like a muddy terrain. Add some technical paints. It looks like stones coming out of mud. Or in this case, looks like lava rock.
Yeah.
I wanted to start a painting teaching course, but we'd have to have like a few other people who are also just as good at painting as I am, just so they can fill in the parts where I suck at.
So, quick question.
Mm-hmm.
Grab the phone again. There's the problem you have a freaking the master bedroom, and you set your phone down for 2 seconds. Gone.
Also, Derp, we're drinking hot cocoa, too.
At least
Well, it's not hot anymore, but still.
yeah. I don't have a freaking mask. I'm not showing my face.
Well, you're not showing your... Well, the nice thing is you're not showing... If you accidentally showed your face on Discord, nobody would see it.
Yeah.
am I really gonna be that? No, I'm not. I'll thin it. I was about to just be lazy and just paint this white stuff, the white little spikes on her just without thinning it. I'm like, no, thin it.
Alright, let me go to the camera real quick.
I will say this, other than my interview I gotta go to tomorrow for work stuff, I'm gonna have a headache tomorrow with the 3D printer.
Yeah.
Well, so it's been being stupid the last few days.
How so?
If it was one file doing this, I'd be like, okay, fine, I'll deal with it. But I have had 3 different files in a row all go, hey, fuck you, we're not going to attach the print bed.
It could be a leveling issue.
Oh, that's what I thought. First time it fails with one file, it's a leveling issue. Re-leveled it. Second time it failed, okay. Well, first time I thought it was like, okay, maybe every once in a while this will happen with this printer. I don't know why it only happens with my printer, and the guy who I got it from never had this problem.
Yeah.
It might just be the resin I'm using. Every once in a while, I have to use this lubricant called 321, 321 lube, and what it does is it basically makes it to where acrylic, it makes it to where the resin floats on top of the build plate, on top of the build area instead of directly on top of the plastic FEP for the 3D printing build area.
What you could do, I've heard this works as well. Petroleum jelly.
It's essentially doing the same thing. It's just 321 stuff is 321 doesn't make the FEP get as blurred when it's on there. Petroleum jelly, you have to take like a very tiny amount on your finger and put it on so it doesn't completely make the FEP on the pool where the resin sits get murky. This stuff is already clear, you just pour it on. In theory, it's supposed to make the stuff float on top.
Yeah.
But like I was saying, first time I'm like, okay, maybe I just need more of that stuff. Okay, that didn't work. Second time, okay, let me realign everything, make sure it's not the print bed. Third time, okay, that's 3 different files, 3 different times did the exact same problem. I am going to strip the printer down tomorrow. Well, the print bed area down tomorrow. Put in brand new protective FEPs. So there's 2 plastic sheets you use. There's the one inside the build tray, and then there's one you put over the digitizer where the lights appear that harden the plastic.
Yeah.
So the one that goes over the plastic, I'm going to replace that tomorrow. Clean everything up, make sure there's no like resin that just got stuck on there.
Yeah.
Replace the FEP in one of the trays. And then do a print test that should only take about an hour and a half. If that all works without a problem, then I just need to replace the other FEP because I have 2 build trays. Replace the FEP in the other build tray. That should, in theory, fix it.
Yeah. And what I'm thinking you could do,
it's about time I need to replace the ones in the build trays, so those are going to get replaced no matter what.
Yeah. Well, what I'm thinking you could do, there are just free like resin printer test files that you can do that take like 30 minutes.
I have them saved on here.
Okay.
Yeah, no, you don't ever delete those for that very reason. Because if you have to do what I'm doing and you have to completely recalibrate, you want to have those files that you know are tried and tested.
Yeah. Alright, so there's the mini in question.
Thank you guys for making the eyebrows just noticeable enough so you know where to paint them. Alright, now I need a good glowy red effect. Do I have a glossy red still? Because I don't think I do.
Nami, Discord.
I heard, I just hadn't gotten over to it. It's in Whips. Oh, me and you painted her almost the exact same way.
Yeah, except for, I'm doing her hat.
Well, the one in Whips, I was saying, me and you looked almost exactly the same. And yeah, her hat looks more... Yeah, they're both leather, but yeah.
Yeah. So what I'm doing for the hat, I'm just going to paint it either Mephiston or Blood Angels, because I don't want to deal with it.
Nice.
Yeah, and then obviously I'm going to do what I did with the Gunslinger and paint the sand as Agarros dunes.
Yeah, that's kind of the easy go-to. It's kind of one of the only two technicals I really like. Basing technicals I like. The Martian Dust...
Armageddon Dust is also pretty good.
I think it's Armageddon... Well, Armageddon Dust looks more... I think it actually looks better as sand than the Dune stuff does, but... Yeah. The snow stuff is pretty good.
Yeah.
The problem is, if you need to base more than a handful of minis with it, it is completely useless. It's just cheaper to go get some. It's cheaper to get some baking soda, mix it with PVA glue.
Yeah.
And then do a clear coat on top of it so it doesn't start going bad.
Yeah. Well, and it's just like PVA glue cracks over time.
Well, it's a 2 parts PVA. It's a 1 part PVA to 2 parts baking soda.
Yeah.
Or baking powder. It's one of the two. I think both work. And then
also,
what you do is you put it on where you need it. Let it dry. Let the PVA glue dry, and then you take depending on if you want it to be like fresh laid snow, you do 2 layers of a I think it's... I'm trying to remember if glossy or matte's the stronger paint. I don't remember.
Yeah.
Whichever one's the stronger. If you want it to be glossy, I think you do 1 or 2 coats of glossy, and then you do 2 coats of glossy so it's extra glossy, and then you do a coat of matte to seal it. I think if it's the glossy's the weaker stuff.
Yeah.
I think so.
And again, see, that's the difference between you and me. I will always take the simplest road through.
Mm-hmm.
Excuse me.
Well, that
fucking gag is hell lately.
Yeah. Well, that is the cheapest way to do it. It's just annoyingly you have to have an extra. You don't technically have to clear coat it.
Yeah.
But the clear coat keeps it from yellowing.
Yeah.
Because it will yellow over time. That is the only problem with baking soda. You have to seal it, or else it will yellow. That is why I am wondering how Toby the Tarrasque is going to look when I get him out of storage. To be fair, though, he is in a box and he is wrapped up in stuff, so I doubt he's going to get too much sunlight affecting it.
Yeah.
But Toby's a fucking foot tall, and I have nowhere in an apartment for him.
Yeah.
Is my blood red? No, that's water. Actually, that's not even water. That's, I've yet to get to play around with this stuff properly.
Oops. Didn't mean to do that.
This, I believe, is the stuff that lets you make those... See, it's mistaking what it is. Because you think, oh, it's this is what you're making. This blue stuff. No, it's the white stuff on here.
Yee. Seriously, I literally just put a battery in this fucking thing.
What I'm looking for is my red pigment stuff.
Yeah. Well, and again, Nami, do whatever you think makes it look the best. But remember, as I always say, highlight, bright, wash down, and then.
Well, I'm doing her eye. I'm getting the paint. I'm getting the paint I'm using on her eye, so it looks like she's got like a glowing red effect going on. And Sailor Moon's gonna get a glowing blue effect on her eyes. Okay, or it'll be glowing blue effect. I think, yeah, because she's got blue eyes. Because I really don't feel like trying to paint the eyes in on this right now. Although these are defined enough eyes, I might be able to do it. That is the nice thing about everybody outside of GW. Everybody tries to accentuate the eyes and face so you can actually see them.
Yeah. Be right back. I gotta grab a
Here's my red ink.
pair of batteries.
Alright. Like I said, I'm just getting my red ink out so I can do the eyes. This is going to be such a stupidly bright red, it's going to look like it's glowing. So that's the only reason I'm using this stuff.
I will, but not right this minute. I know, but I won't make a huge rack. Just relax.
How the fuck do I do
it? Family. That's all good.
Yeah, I was about to hit the mute button on you just in case it sounded like you might be getting loud there, so it's like, be safe than sorry. Okay.
Here it's grab this controller.
Okay, now did she have, I forget, does Ryuko have lipstick on at all, or is it just when she's in her outfit? Was that no to me, Lurka, or was that no to what you were saying?
All right, there. We should be fine now.
All right. No, she does not have lip gloss. No, she lipstick. Yeah, I thought she didn't. Okay, then I just need a. I just need like a pink flesh tone. We'll put it on her lip, her upper lip, so it looks kind of normal. Which, funny enough, is succubus skin tone. No, seriously, succubus.
Of course it is.
Well, when it dries, it gets that pinkish color, so it's like, oh, that works perfectly.
Yeah.
I think scar tissue also works as a good lip color. Army painter skin, scar tissue.
Yeah.
See, I'm trying to remember how to make that red effect look even brighter in each of the eyes, but it's like, eh. To be fair, there is a scene where she gets completely covered in There's a picture I have of her that looks like she's just completely covered in like a samurai movie levels of blood. So having her eyes covered in red like that kind of works.
Yeah.
Like I said, if I'm not going to paint the eyes, at least make it look like they're glowing or they look like they've been in a fight.
Yeah.
Or how would you paint the eyes?
So I would paint them, the iris, whatchamacallit, I paint the color first and then the pupil more of an oval color.
That's the trick, where you paint the eye in and then you kind of just do white on the sides and then put a black dot. But to be fair, her eyes are blue also. Fuck it, they're staying this way. I see Lurka has looked up a reference for what Ryuko is supposed to look like. Funny thing is, I think Setsuo, or whatever his name is, came out a little bit better. Although, to be fair, he's just a giant eye. Actually, I think if I take a little bit of white...
Gonna mute real quick.
Alright, I was trying to remember how to do a red glow effect real quick. Probably did it in reverse, so that's what's going to screw me over right now. Right. You take... Squidmar, stop betraying me. I don't have a red fluorescent. What I'm going to do is I'm going to take two little itty bitty dots of white and put them where her irises would be. Sorry, I've got to... Smaller brush. Detail brush. Wrong one. Made a good one. fuck's the paint? Sorry, I'm trying to repair a brush right now that I thought was good, but it's not. Being a pain in the ass, you brush. Welcome back, Shiny. Okay, I was trying to fix this, but the problem is what I thought was my detailing brush is now ruined for some reason. I'm trying to make just two tiny white dots. Okay, we're gonna let that dry. We're gonna let her dry before I get pissed off at those eyes, because I might need to use the magnifying glass that I have. That's also the light you guys see here.
Yeah.
Which means I might have to do that off screen is finish their eyes. One of these days, I'm going to get my better boom arm. I'm gonna get the light bulb in my better boom arm hooked up, and I can pull that out when I need to paint faces, which is gonna just brighten up this entire desk. Let's move on to the sailor suit. The nice thing is, I know how to do a glowing blue effect better than I can a glowing red effect. Actually, the sad part is I have an easy glowing red effect. I just don't know if I have any more of the paint right now. So if you want the cheapo way to do a glowing red eye effect, Blood for the Blood God on your smallest brush, tapped on each eye, and you let it dry like this where it's flat and it doesn't really pool out a lot. It will do a glossy glowing effect so it looks like they're glowing eyes.
Sweet.
I just don't think I have any Blood for the Blood God left, which is why I think I bought the red ink for a different project. So when I was painting Lurka's minis, I ran out of Blood for the Blood God because I was mixing up Blood for the Blood God with E6000 glue.
Yeah.
Which allows you to do like bloody streaks, like gore and stuff coming off of weapons and things.
Yeah.
And I think what I was doing is I bought the red pigment because it looks better mixed with the E6000 for gore.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. E6000, and I think there's resin-based glues, or what they are. Is what E6000 is. So if you're wanting to do gore effects, I don't have a mini that I can do it with right now. But the next time we need to do something that needs gore, I'll mix them up.
Okay.
But resin-based paints, if you want it to look like, say... I think I have a mini that's got... No, I don't. Lurka's got all the minis, I think, that have the gore effects on them.
Yeah.
But yeah, if I wanted to, if you want Ryuko's sword to look like she sliced through something, and like she's covered in blood, or like streaks of blood are coming off and coming onto her, you would take that E6000, because it's resin-based glue, you can make little streaks of glue coming off and splatting onto her, and use the non-glued stuff mixed with glue, and make like patterns on her.
Okay.
So, I think this turned into a more informative than I meant to be stream.
Yeah.
Which, to be fair, doesn't hurt. Although the funny thing is, I think the snow effect I was talking about, that came from, I think that was Black Magic Craft did it, and then it was another guy. Welcome back from Ad, Joe. I think it was Black Magic Craft did a version of it, and then whatever his name makes scenic stuff for minis and dioramas. His YouTube channel. Yeah. He also did a version of it because he needed to make something. I think he also has an alternative for Nurgle Rot. That's a little bit harder to recreate, so I wouldn't.
Yeah, I would assume so.
Yeah, because Nurgle Rot's that weird. First off, it's the color's not hard to recreate. The effects you can do with it are. And I can tell I got boring because I just looked over at my view count. I'm like, it went down. Or we're still in ad. Oh, we're in ad, Joe. Never mind.
Yeah.
I can't tell if I'm boring with this or if I just sound way too excited. But you sound tired.
Well, yeah. I had food in my mouth, so.
Well, that doesn't help either. No, get all the white shit first. Yeah, annoyingly, the two hardest colors, I think, to paint with, at least that everybody agrees with, are white and yellow.
I can get behind that.
Well, I just literally showed a character who was literally nothing but white and yellow.
Yeah.
It's like, ugh. Okay, do we want to try and just do like 3 or 4 coats of yellow, or do we just want to paint it white and do it yellow once?
Paint it white and do it yellow once.
Yeah, that's what I was going for too.
Sorry, I hopped on Splatoon to see the Splatfest results.
Shiver.
Yep, big surprise. Just
It's almost
more
like
proof.
she's the most popular because Nintendo wants her to be.
Yeah, that and just proof that the Splatfests are rigged.
They've always been, it's just you never noticed. Back when it was 50-50, it was a lot harder to look like it was rigged. The problem is there's now a three-way. There's the always good choice, the kinda not good choice, and the obviously nobody's gonna pick it choice.
Yeah.
Back when it was 50-50, you could always be like, oh,
Well, with Splatoon 2, it was like, what team was
Marina.
everybody not gonna pick because popularity?
Yeah. That's why I said at least with Splatoon 1 and 2, because there was that 50-50, there was the illusion that we had that choice mattered. With Splatoon 3, when you're looking at the three choices and there's the obvious right one to pick, or the obviously you know it's going to be popular one. Of course that one's going to win every single time.
Yep.
And of course, when it's always the same character making those choices, or almost always making those same choices, it's almost why I'm predicting Shiver is going to be the main person giving you missions in the DLC that's coming out.
Yep. And there go my neighbor's dogs going absolute ape shit.
I don't hear them, so.
Mm.
But yeah, I had everybody who was watching, and as the results came out and everybody's complaining about and all that, and I'm like, it's almost yummy. Yeah, it's yummy nuggies, Lurka. Yeah, it's kind of like, huh? Who would have thought the character that they put the most effort into? Because you talk to her the most often in the story mode.
Yeah. BRB.
Yep. I can't tell if I'm actually being interesting right now, everybody. I'm sorry if I'm boring y'all. I'm trying to remember, does this red ink look best for what I'm hoping to do? I think it's going to look better doing that. Is it really ranting, or am I just... Okay, am I actually ranting? Because it doesn't feel like I'm ranting. I thought I was just talking. So that's why I'm... Well, let's see if this does the glossy effect I'm hoping it does. I doubt it will. See, I need to get some good gloss medium that I can hand paint on. Because there's a few times like this where it would be nice to get this red color and then put a matte coat, a glossy coat on. Let's set her down. I do see my vial of blood for the blood god, so we're going to try that on Ryuko real quick. Even though I thought this stuff was out. I said I saw it, where'd it go? Blood angels. There it is. Oh, it's voluptuous pink. Where the hell did it go? Did I actually stupidly throw it out? I will need that. Actually, that's not it. That's the wrong blue. That's also the wrong blue. Where the hell's my warp stone? There's the blue for her eyes. There's Ryuko. Alright. It's a little too much. Yeah, I'm hoping I didn't scare Shiny off with the ranting, so.
You didn't.
Okay. I didn't realize how much I was ranting until Lurka said, yeah, I just enjoy listening to the ranting. I'm like, I didn't realize I was. Thank you, Lurka.
So, see any good movies lately?
Let's see. I'm trying to think of the most recent movie I watched. I don't think I've actually properly watched a movie lately. I am looking forward to Godzilla minus zero.
Okay.
It's basically going to be a remake of the very first Godzilla movie.
Mm.
But it's going back to the horror roots of Godzilla.
Yeah.
Which means he's no longer... So Shin Godzilla was kind of a remake of the original movie too, but it was more... You could tell it was a political statement. With the fact that it basically kept going back to like all these meetings showing how the Japanese government would react to a natural disaster like Shin Godzilla. Which is basically take forever to do anything.
Yeah.
This is literally post World War II. Americans are testing in the Bikini Atoll with atomic weapons and unleash a monster.
Mm.
So, that'll be interesting.
Mm-hmm.
Not really a horror movie person. Or kaiju, in this case.
No, I'm more of a Friday the 13th person.
So, actual horror. Well, slashers in that case, but yeah. I'm trying to think if there's any... Yeah, horror movie-wise, I haven't really watched anything. I think the most recent horror movie I watched was last year. I saw the newest horror movie. Let me rephrase that, because I watched a bunch of horror movies last year for October.
Yeah.
Because what I try and do during October is I try and watch a horror movie a day. So I do 31 horror movies.
Okay.
Unfortunately, my list is on my phone, or else I would pull it up real quick, and if I did, it would shut the camera off.
Yeah.
Let's see here. Okay, let's speak of a new horror movie. What'd you think of Halloween Kills?
Haven't seen it.
No.
I've been watching a lot of the classics back just because I can.
Yeah, honestly, Shudder and Amazon have a ton of the classics, so it's kind of nice just to go through and watch them.
Yeah, but unlike Amazon, Shudder isn't a subscription service.
Shudder is if you don't want commercials.
Yeah.
I don't like commercials.
Yeah.
But I do forget that they do have the commercial version of it. I will say, See, the problem is I was about to name 2 horror movies, and I'm like, no, those are horror comedies, because technically, Reanimator series, other than the 4th one, or 3rd one, whatever it was, that had the character from Reanimator, were all horror comedies. The last one with him as Dr. what's his name?
Yeah.
Was trying to be a serious horror movie with like the occasional like dark humor in it, and it wasn't really that good. Killer Clowns from Outer Space is always a fun one to watch.
Yeah.
Just because it's Killer Clowns. Looking forward to the game too.
Yeah.
Although it's technically just... I was going to say it's Dead by Daylight, but I think it's more Texas Chainsaw, where it's the Sawyer family hunting people down and not just an individual monster hunting somebody down.
I recently watched Friday the 13th, 20-something.
Oh, the remake one?
Yeah.
Was that the actual remake, or the one where it was supposed to be like a reimagining that he was just some kid out in the woods?
The one that, where he was in the future and got reanimated.
Oh, Friday the 13th 3000 or whatever. Yeah, Friday the 13th 3000 or whatever it is. Jason X. That was the one where he was in the... It was the sci-fi film.
Yeah.
That is a stupid but good one.
Yeah.
Good. Oh, all right. She must not be feeling good. All right. You were Kislev, because I need to fix that. Or was it Cadian? No, it was Kislev. Where the fuck is my Kislev? And then I need Blood Angels. So have you watched any horror movies lately, Lurka, or no? I really don't feel like... Oh, Turner Classic Movies. Okay. I was like... You keep saying TCM. Or what is TCM? That's Leadbelcher, that's not what I want. I want the bluish metal. There it is. Oh, Texas Chainsaw. Which one? The original or one of the remakes? Or the 2022 one? Well, what year did it come out? That'll tell me which one it is, because there's like 3 different times they rebooted that series. Okay, do the eyes look better here, Lurka? Better question is, do we look like we have a glowing red effect going on with the eyes? Okay, so you're either watching the early 2000s remake, or you're watching 2022, unless you're watching the very old 1970s one. Okay, the better question is, does it look very old and grainy? Does it look like it's from the 80s? Or does it look like it's from the 2000s? Is R. Lee Ermey in it? So it's Texas Chainsaw Massacre 2, potentially. If it's playing the song Dead Man's Party at the very beginning, when there's the two cars driving next to each other, that's Texas Chainsaw Massacre 2. If it's just a bunch of teens in a van, it's probably the original one, which is actually from like the 70s. Now, if it's the one with R. Lee Ermey, that's the early 2000s one. And if it's the one from 2022, everybody's got cell phones. That might be the first one then, which, yeah, is the 70s one then. Like I said, if you see R. Lee Ermey, that's the early 2000s one. So the problem is all of them have a woman running in it, so it doesn't really narrow it down. I will say it is one of those series where you could easily rewatch almost all the movies in it, except for... I'm trying to think of which one's the kind of really cringy one. Who, Bubba? Bubba Sawyer, Leatherface was in a blue jumpsuit. Did 2 start with a woman running? No, that okay. That no, it's you said red suit. For some reason, I thought jumpsuit. Regular suit. He was running after her. Mm-hmm. 1974. It's the original you're watching. Although I think he does wear a blue suit in the 80s one also. That's why I was like, blue suit. I'm like, when the fuck did he wear a blue suit? I forgot he does wear a suit after the dinner. Because I'm used to him being in the white shirt, whatever the pants are, and the giant butcher's apron. Or a metal working. And I'm just getting this stupid blue for the skirt going. It's not agitating enough. That might just be ruined pigment. Yeah, that's definitely the first or second movie. I don't remember them doing a remake in the 80s. Because, yeah, and then there was also the 2017 Leatherface, which was an unofficial prequel. Well, it was supposed to be a prequel, but nobody liked it. Or at least as far as I know, nobody liked it, because it was a weird, like... Oh, right, because the kid who should have been Leatherface was not the kid who should have been Leatherface. Because that was around the time of where everybody was going, what'd he twist? Well, that works for the blue skirt with the aesthetic we're going for. Yeah, because I think if I remember right, Sailor Moon's got the most traditional looking sailor suit. All the other girls have the different colored ones. I hate the fact that we're probably going to get Sailor Moon done way faster than we did Ryuko, even though Ryuko should have been the faster one. Ink's still good because we need to do her shoulders. Okay, so I should ask, how do the boots look? Do they kind of have like a red leather effect going on, like I was hoping? I do need to fix that. I will do that in a second. The funny part is the red paint I'm using on here is ink, and if I get it on anything other than what it needs to go on, it will stain it forever. Which is why I have to use it very sparingly. You're supposed to mix it with like paint medium, but I never really had a problem using it as a paint. Of course, there's going to be somebody who points out why you need to thin it. Okay. Alright, let's mix up some yellow, because we're just going to use this yellow, because this is like the closest to her actual hair color. And this should look a lot better on here. For now. But I can't tell if the ad plague has came back yet or not. Yeah. See, that already looks 10 times better than she did about an hour ago. And shit, I accidentally mixed it with blue. We'll fix that in a second. Need to paint the yellow where I can. Because I gotta fix that stupid accidental mix up or mix some of the blue in. God, okay, have you seen any of the original English translations of Sailor Moon? English dub of Sailor Moon before they edited some of it when it came to Toonami? Hmm? What's the dot to? Oh my god, that actually looks a lot better now. When Tuxedo Mask reveals himself, it's like, there's no way he's Tuxedo Mask. Pulls the mask off, it's like, oh my gosh, he is Tuxedo Mask. Okay, not everybody watched Sailor Moon when it first came out. There's a lot of people who thought it was a girls' show. Fair enough. To be fair, it also had a lot of really good queer representation until it came to America. Because then it just made two of them really good cousins. Like, that didn't make it any worse. Alright, let's see here. We've got to do the red gems in her hair. I really wish I had like a good ruby red other than this blood for the blood god. hate the fact that she's coming out way better than Ryuko did. Not that gold. Where's my good gold? Okay, Sailor Moon, what does her staff look like? Oh, it's pink metal. Shit. I don't have a contrast paint that's that pink. The wings are supposed to be yellow or gold like her hair, but we're just gonna paint it gold because fuck it. Bottom of this staff is supposed to be gold. That half moon shape is gonna be gold. This bar is gonna be gold. We're gonna paint that red inside here. I'm just trying to find a pink that's gonna work. And she's got gold in this crown that's actually on her forehead that you can barely see. See, the one got canceled because of low ratings. Well, the remake or the original? Because I can understand the remake getting canceled for low ratings. Wait. Pink? Where's the contrast medium? Where's that? There we go. It kinda... Really? I don't remember getting canceled. Maybe the original English run did. Huh. Okay then. Oh, I think I know what happened. I think it probably got canceled originally, and then it got picked back up, and when it got picked back up is when it got famous. One of those things where Toonami bringing it back made it famous. Okay. So her staff has got a little... Is it a pink thing in the middle? No, it's just all gold. Good. That's what I like to see. Weird. I don't remember it getting canceled. I'm wondering if it was like a Toonami thing where Toonami brought it back because they were just looking for shows that they could bring back for cheap. I don't know if we should have painted the inner ball metallic. Let's just do a corn red. One second. The cat decided he was going to go play around with something on the counter and knocked it off. So he was doing what cats do best. Yeah, if you heard a loud clang just now before I put on Be Right Back, that's what it was. I know what that was. I'm not going out there to check that. I hate the fact that Sailor Moon's going way faster. I think it's just because I prefer Ryuko more, so I just know how to paint her fast. Okay, we're gonna need... Let's do... 4-part. I'm trying to see if we can turn this pink paint into a contrast paint real quick. I just did 4 parts contrast medium to 1 part paint, which I think is about right. Jeez, it might have been more than that. It might need more contrast paint than that. Jeez. Okay, we gotta clean this pink paint out real quick so we get a little bit of ASMR of that. Sir, I'm not gonna stay up till... God damn it, he's getting into something. Thank you for the poke, Lurka. Hi, sir. You had Agile yet? No, you're not. Okay, I'm gonna need to do a quick gold there. Alright, now we do some soulstone blue. Alright, so what do we think of Sailor Moon here? put her and Ryuko next to each other, and then I'll glue them onto their base. Let me put this in the middle so they can focus a little bit better and get the paints out of the way. Alright, so what do we think? These two look good enough? Sweet. Alright, let me put these paints away. We'll get them glued on their base, and they should be good to go. And the rest is just going to have to go in here like this. We'll figure that out later. I technically have another thing we can paint, I just don't think we'll have enough time to finish it. So, let me get... And to be safe than sorry, because he did this for me. Well, not for me, but he did this for the model. Technically, I should have pinned this because of this hole here. Okay, this is actually a really cool diorama. What I should have done is I should have printed these two to be a little bit heavier, or bigger, because then I could have used them as a really cool bookend. I think they do have a bigger one that could be used as a bookend, because this would be a really cool bookend for like some manga and stuff. Have Ryuko on one side holding up one side of the books, have Sailor Moon on the other. And this is making me think I might come back with a gloss and quickly gloss the I don't know. We'll see how I feel tomorrow morning. What do we think, Lurka? Or anybody else who's in chat? Alright then. I'll take it. I hate that glue bottle because that one in particular has just gunked up every time I tried to use it lately. Alright, so it's 9:07. We do have a model we can work on. Or we can go see if there's some more ghost videos. If there's any new ghost videos. It's up to everybody. It's up to everybody. Do we want to do ghost videos? Do we want to go watch something else? Do we just want to call it early? Like I said, we do have another model I can work on. Ghost videos. Yeah. Alright, so real quick before I switch over to ghost videos, let me show you potentially next week's model. So, we're gonna have a Sister of Battle model next week. I have no way to properly show her off. She is closed, technically. But what I'm thinking of doing is I'm gonna keep the head detachable, so that we can do either armored head or normal Sister of Battle head. Well, I can swap them out whenever I feel like it, because this is going to be one of those models I probably keep. Well, so the funny thing is, I've had 2 people say they prefer the helmet, so it doesn't look... They actually prefer the helmet on. And I've had another... Well, I've had you and at least one other person say keep the helmet off. So that's why I'm going to see if maybe I can install a magnet in here. So then all I have to do is if I want this head can be on. If I want the helmeted one, helmet can be on. Because to be fair, it kind of does look pretty good with the helmet on. Although I do smell a part. And it's bugging the crap out of me because I'm going to need to do it by hand. There's a part that smells uncured. And I thought I got it. But I'm also trying to figure out if this is the correct size of chainsaw the Sororitas would use. I don't believe it is. Maybe if she was a Repentia. Because I don't remember the Sisters of Battle's normal sword being that big. This is a potential model for next week. For next Monday. Because next Wednesday will obviously be a Blue Twitch stream. So that we can paint another one of my backlog. But let me switch over to just chatting while I get everything else set up. That way I can turn off camo. Okay. There we go. Okay, I'm not going to show this off, but apparently there's now a Skibidi, the Skibidi toilets, if you've seen them on Twitter, not Twitter, oh, stop, there. The Skibidi toilets, there's apparently a horror game based off of them now. Dear God.
The voice from the bushes. Doneen Bull Davis, who lives on the Louis Bull Tribe Reserve in Alberta, Canada, is relaxing at home one evening with her family. Suddenly, they begin to hear strange sounds coming from the dense thicket of bushes in their backyard. But they don't see anything there. What happens next is truly creepy. Doneen and her family all hear the same spine-chilling sound of a raspy little voice coming from somewhere in their backyard. The voice just doesn't sound normal, and then things really start to get weird.
Oh, come out so I can see you. Come out. Come on.
It's a kid doing a
Come on.
Gollum impression.
DJ. Come on out.
Shut up.
Come on.
Hey, just f*** off. What's wrong with you?
Huh? What?
The creepy voice seems to mock the family, mimicking what they say and eerily laughing at them while hiding in the bushes. But believe it or not, the situation takes an even more terrifying turn.
What am I getting? Spooky ghost.
Come on out. Why not? Yeah, come on out.
No, you go back inside. You don't do anything.
Come on. Come on out.
Yeah, let's leave.
Let's go grab that
Oh,
gun?
Nuke. Nuke is just doing the
No.
official, just narrating voice that just sounds like this. It just sounds almost monotone while doing this, so that you can see it's more professional. He's just being a normal narrator and nothing
Yeah,
else.
that's all I.
Whatever is hiding in the bushes now asks, "Wanna play?" And with that, the family has now just had enough. They call the local police to their house, and Doneen shows them the footage that she has recorded. The officers scout through the bushes, looking for the threatening stranger. One of the officers also hears the raspy little voice mocking him. But even though he says the voice sounds right next to him, he says he didn't see anyone in the bushes. Doneen says that to this day, this disturbing event remains unexplained. Many video commenters believe that this could be some kind of creature roaming the Louis Bull Tribe Reserve. But what do you think this creepy voice could be? Hiding among the graves. Nuke's Top 5 viewer Savannah Escoto says that she had a very strange experience when she took her 4-year-old daughter Isabella to visit her brother's grave at the San Fernando Cemetery in San Antonio, Texas.
What is it?
I showed somebody a picture of those models.
Come here. Why don't you want to go sit down over there?
The cop wouldn't be involved, but that doesn't mean
You're scared of what?
fucking with them.
What is the shadow?
What
fair-
little shadow?
They say they had a cop come out.
What's that? Tiny sheep.
Behind the tree?
Yeah.
Little Isabella says that she sees, quote, a girl shadow behind a tree in the cemetery and comes hurrying back to her mom. When Savannah turns her camera toward the tree, she catches what appears to be a face from behind the tree. The face seems to be translucent as cars passing on the road behind can be seen right through it. So is this the girl shadow that little Isabella was afraid of? Her mom Savannah isn't sure what to think of this creepy experience, and she has no idea who or what this is.
That's where you get the.
Before we move on to the next video, if you see anything that you think should be included in the top 5, contact us at nukestop5@gmail.com. Prized possession. This next creepy video was shared on the popular Spanish language podcast Paranormal by guest and paranormal investigator Antonio Zamudio. On the podcast, Antonio tells the story of Augusto, an 11-year-old boy who started behaving very oddly after buying a strange-looking doll at a garage sale. The little boy became obsessed with the toy, staying up all night and talking to the little doll. After hearing unexplained voices in their house, Augusto's mother had had enough. She threw the doll away. But the doll mysteriously reappeared 3 days later at their home, lying at the foot of Augusto's bed. Paranormal investigator Antonio sets out to help the family and install several static cameras throughout the home. The doll is placed in the hallway just outside the little boy's bedroom as he goes to sleep. The static camera recording the hallway catches something downright chilling. Soon after the boy falls asleep, the doll begins to move and then seems to actually run to the 11-year-old's bedroom. Antonio and the family are shocked when they watch the footage. The investigator decides to take the doll from the family and has kept it locked away at his home ever since. So could the doll be possessed by a spirit? Or just what do you think happened here?
Well, it moves
Let me
so
know.
fast, I think they pull it up and then pull it as hard as they can. So
Unstable.
the camera can't keep up.
This next strange video was recorded by a CCTV camera in a horse stable, but the location of the stable and the original source of the footage are unknown. The video shows a horse in its stall, relaxed and peaceful. But around 2:39 a.m., there's an odd dark flash across the CCTV camera. And then all hell breaks loose.
Well, is there gonna be a ghost or something that walks in?
Something unknown disturbs the horse so much that it panics and actually breaks right through its stall. But that's not all, because as the horse roams loose in the stable, what happens next is truly bizarre.
First, I'll get some better cameras. I can't tell what the hell's happening.
The horse lingers at a different stall, disturbing one of the other horses as it kicks and makes panic noises. The horse then seems to angrily attempt to leap over into the other stall with that horse. The stable owner says that this incident is one of the weirdest things he's ever experienced with one of his horses. Now, this video was shared to TikTok, and comments mention that the culprit might be Jen, as apparently it is said that Jens will often torment horses. And there was also that odd dark flicker in the camera footage. So, paranormal or not? Really, without a source, we'll never know what happened
Yeah,
here.
that's the thing. It's
And
without a
maybe this
source,
horse
the
just
cameras are
randomly lost its damn mind.
Probably the second
The
option.
passenger. Taxi driver Jarek from Baguio, Philippines is working the night shift when he spots a woman on the side of the road who needs a lift. What happens next is something he'll never forget.
Saan po kayo, ma'am? Scott ba rin? Sige pa.
So apparently there's supposed to be a woman at the back of the car.
Ha? Wala. Wala. Diyos ko po. Wala. Multa ata yung nasakay ko ah. Ay, Wala. Wala. Multo yung nasakay ko. Diyos ko. May sumakay kanina. May sumakay kanina. May sumakay kanina, pero bakit nawala? Scout bar yung sabi. May sumakay kanina, wala.
I think he was.
We can see the taxi door open and close, and Jarek swears a woman wearing a long white and purple dress stepped into his taxi, requesting to be taken to Scout Barrio, a neighborhood in the city. After a short drive, he looks into his rearview mirror to discover that there's no woman in his car. She has disappeared. He's baffled and looks around the back seat in startled disbelief. Jarek says he was tired and never got a good look at the woman's face, but he's certain a woman got in his car. So could it be that Jarek gave a taxi ride to a spirit? Or just what do you think was happening here?
Probably
The thing in the caves. Nuke's Top 5 viewer Raul Garcia Ogando reached out to me about something that his son caught on camera while exploring an old mine in El Paso, Texas. Did you see it? As Raul's son pans the camera, someone or something can be seen hiding in the darkness of the cave. Raul explains in his email that he didn't see anything at the time and didn't notice the figure until they looked back at their videos later. So what is this? Let me know.
2 guesses. 1, it's a friend of theirs
A
messing.
mystery in the mirror in Morocco.
2,
Nuke's Top 5 viewer Carlo reached out to me about a strange video recorded by his sister Grace during a trip to Morocco. Grace and her husband are at the Riyadh Laroussa Hotel in Fez, Morocco. Grace decides to take a video of the beautiful 17th century palace-style interior. What happens next is truly bizarre.
This is the door going inside. And then this is going outside. We're now heading to the... Oh, there it is. Oh, sorry.
I didn't see anything. He's about to point it out to us.
A man appears out of nowhere, startling Grace so much that she apologizes for almost walking into him.
Oh, there it is. Oh, sorry.
Now here's where it gets weird. When taking a closer look at the footage, Grace and her husband can clearly be seen in the reflection of a mirror hanging on the wall in front of them. But there's no man. Then in a split second, the man appears right in front of her, standing quietly. Grace then turns towards the exit and we see her reflection again in a different wall mirror. But again, the standing man is not there. She turns around and the man is gone. Now finally, perhaps this is just normal camera blur, but when taking a close look at the man's face in the video, something just doesn't look quite right. But you decide on this. So did Grace capture a paranormal event on camera? Could this be a so-called glitch in the Matrix? Either way, let me know what you think.
I think it's just
Oh,
a
there
guy
it
with a
is.
perfect angle who just kept walking to get her back to him.
Oh, sorry.
Your car's extended gen warranty. Popular Jordanian paranormal investigator Hassan Barbar is exploring an abandoned location somewhere in the middle of nowhere, when suddenly he hears the sound of his car alarm going off in the distance.
سيارتي بتزمر. بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم.
The gym ones are always the kind of ones that are just like, might be ghosts, might just be friends fucking with them.
اخوان سيارتي بتزمر.
Now obviously Hassan wants to know what triggered the car alarm and he heads back to check it out. What happens next was all captured live on Snapchat.
والله أنا خايف يكون ورا السيارة ويهجم علي. بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. بسم الله أنا خايف يكون ورا السيارة ويهجم علي. بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. بسم الله الذي لا يضر مع اسمه شيء في الأرض ولا في السماء وهو السميع العليم. بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. أعوذ بكلمات الله التامات من شر ما خلق. بسم الله. بسم الله. بسم الله. بسم الله.
Something jumps out at Hassan, absolutely scaring the shit out of him. He eventually regains his composure, but when he looks around the car, he finds nothing and no one.
أنا شفت حدا هون. يا جوال.
Unfortunately for Hassan, this isn't the end.
بس يا رب هو يكون. طب خليني السيارة تشتغل يعني. ايه؟ بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. بسم الله. بسم الله. بسم الله الذي لا يضر مع اسمه شيء. هي. هاي في طبع عدين اخوانا وكلبه وما بعرف. بسم الله. السيارة شغالة يا اخوان. لا اله الا الله. بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم.
Hassan's car seems to just drive away on its own, eventually coming to a stop a little way down the road. Hassan is shocked by the bizarre experience as he once again finds no one in or around his car. The investigator has had enough. He ends his live stream and drives home, presumably wanting to be sure that his car doesn't just drive home without him. So did Hassan capture creepy Jinn activity live on camera? Or is it all just an elaborate hoax? You decide. The Old Sacred Heart. Restaurant employee Nikki works at Ozone Pizza, located in the old abandoned and restored Sacred Heart Hospital in Pensacola, Florida. The hospital was built way back in 1915, and except for the pizza restaurant, the large structure is mostly empty. It's said that the old hospital is haunted by former patients and the ghosts of nuns who worked there. It's 11:30 at night and Nikki decides to go on a walk around the hospital with his co-workers after their shift. That's when the group spots something very creepy.
Oh my God! You see it? It had arms.
Bryson, that had arms.
No, those are arms.
Oh my God! Oh my God! It's a real person.
No, those are arms now. No, those are arms. No, those are arms. No, no. I don't care. Those are arms.
Yeah, I put the other hat on. I see it. That's f***ing arms.
The building is completely empty, yet someone can be seen standing behind a window. The group freaks out and have no idea who or what it could be. Nikki and his friends believe that the creepy apparition might belong to one of the nuns who used to work in the hospital. And a close-up of their capture does indeed look a bit like a thin woman who could be dressed in a nun's habit. But again I ask, what do you think this is? You decide. The dark thing in the basement. TikTok user Will Graves is home alone when he starts to hear the disturbing sound of someone walking around in his basement. Now, Will believes his house to be haunted, so he starts recording and cautiously heads downstairs to check it out.
Okay, TikTok. So, my power is out at the moment in the basement. And I swear, I keep hearing someone walk. I don't know exactly what it is, but it's kind of creepy. Laundry room still has power, so that's good. But the rest of the basement's power is completely out, which is very strange. I'm not sure
Really?
what that noise was, but I don't know. I'm home alone right now, so we'll see, I guess. Look out back. No, nothing back there. I don't know. There's been a lot of strange things happening. Figures, shadows. So, I don't know. Maybe some tips, advice would help out. I can't really see anything, but there's no one in here.
Did you see it? As Will walks downstairs into his basement, someone can be seen standing inside his bathtub, weirdly just facing the wall. When Will looks back into the bathroom about 30 seconds later, the figure has completely disappeared. Will says that he's done several paranormal investigations at his local cemetery, and he believes something might have followed him home. But is it real, or is it all just an elaborate hoax? You decide.
There's enough time for somebody to get into that.
Thanks so much for watching. As always, my schedule is weird, so please hit subscribe and also hit the little bell notification icon so you...
Yeah, that last one was a hoax too, because that's one of those ones where either A, friend quietly but quickly snuck out of the room and went into like that room where the door was shut, or crouched down and is squatted in that you can barely see it tub. I don't... it's 9:40. I don't think we have... I think we're all caught up for now on nukes. Do we got anybody we want to raid, Lurka? Or do we want me to go see if I can find another ghost video channel? Sugar Plum Queen? Alright, 1 second. There we go. Why do I feel like we haven't... Sugar Plum Queen new? She feels new. Is it Sugar Plum Queen? Because that's not popping up, Lurka. Why does that not pop up? It did. I did now, but that's kind of... blue fox girl icon. The better question is she live?
To build the Honda CR-V hybrid, you took everything you love about the CR-V and kicked it up a notch. You took everything you love about the CR-V and kicked it up a notch.
The fuck? There we go. It... yeah, I was about to say it's from 3 hours ago. Alright, Alright, let's see here. We've got Hidden Tome doing some art. We got Husky Buns doing Overwatch 2. We got oh damn, she's busy tonight. I was like, is Lady Mizuki on? I didn't see her. Holy crap, she's got 48 viewers. Alright, well, Lady Mizuki is playing some Baldur's Gate 3. Tomorrow night we are planning to do a VR chat stream. We're probably going to do it for an hour or two. Or maybe we'll do it for the normal amount of time. We'll see. There's only so much I can properly do currently with VR chat, but I figure until we can get the hours where I can actually start uploading my own models, we'll probably just do like every once in a while, just like hang out in there. But that's tomorrow's plans. So, for those of you who want to check that out, normal time starts tomorrow. Hopefully, we will see. Maybe might start a little bit earlier. We'll see. Other than that, hopefully you all get a good rest, and hopefully you all have a good week, good rest of your day tomorrow. Rest of your day today, or hopefully if you're getting sleep, get your good sleep. Shit, I forgot my raid message. I will see you all tomorrow. Bye, my lovelies.
Nami! Hi, Nami! It's been a while! Welcome in, welcome in! Thank you so much for the raid! Welcome in, raiders! And in case you don't know, my name is Mizuki. I'm a Raven Cat girl looking to find her place in the world. Tonight, we're playing some Baldur's Gate! Bad decisions have already been made, but it's okay. So, Pies! How have you been? How was your stream? Been working on the art? I like this. Look at all the fire. We're being raided? Wait, what? Oh. Goodness. Everyone share the love in Nami. They do amazing art. Immune to fire.